Sometimes it's not a person that pulls you back. It's not even the past itself. It's a memory, a moment, a feeling, a version of life that no longer exists, but still feels alive inside you. You move forward. You grow. You try to stay present. Yet certain memories quietly pull you back, emotionally, mentally, sometimes even physically. Psychology says this isn't because you're weak. It's because memories are not stored as pictures. They're stored as emotional states. And emotional states don't disappear just because time passes. Reason 1, your brain attaches to how you felt, not what happened. The mind doesn't remember events accurately. It remembers how the event made you feel. This is why you forget details, but remember emotions vividly. A memory pulls you back when it represents safety, love, belonging, validation, emotional intensity. Psychologically, the brain labels these feelings as important for survival. So when life feels uncertain, lonely, or emotionally empty, the brain pulls you back to moments where those feelings once existed. Not because they were perfect, but because they felt emotionally alive. Reason 2, unfinished emotional stories stay active. Memories that had a clear ending slowly fade. But memories tied to sudden loss, unspoken words, unanswered questions, emotional abandonment stay open-ended. The brain treats them as unfinished loops. Psychology calls this emotional incompletion. Your mind keeps revisiting the memory hoping to understand it differently, rewrite the ending, make sense of the pain. But memory is not asking for logic. It's asking for emotional resolution. Reason 3, your identity was attached to that memory. Some memories pull harder because they were connected to who you were becoming. Maybe you felt seen. You felt chosen. You felt hopeful. You felt like yourself. When that chapter ended, it didn't just take a person or situation. It took a version of you. So the memory pulls you back because you miss who you were when this existed. Psychologically, identity-linked memories stay powerful because they represent meaning, not just experience. Reason 4, the nervous system remembers safety and threat. Even when the mind says, move on, the body remembers. If a memory is linked to comfort, emotional closeness, familiar pain, the nervous system reacts before logic. This is why memories return strongest. At night, during stress, when you feel lonely, the nervous system seeks familiarity. Even if that familiarity once hurt. This is not self-sabotage. It's patterned survival behavior. Reason 5, you confuse memory with meaning. One of the deepest psychological traps is believing, if I still remember it, it must mean something. But memory doesn't equal destiny. It equals emotional imprint. Some moments imprint deeply because you were vulnerable. You were open. You cared deeply. Not because they were meant to last forever. The brain replays what shaped it, not what should return. Reason 6, you never grieved the loss properly. Many people move on physically, without grieving emotionally. You survived. You functioned. But you never allowed yourself to fully feel the disappointment, the sadness, the loss. Unprocessed grief turns into memory attachment. Psychology shows that grief delayed is grief replayed. Memories return because emotions were postponed. Reason 7, the memory represents unmet needs today. Sometimes memories pull you back not because of the past, but because of the present. The memory represents something missing now. Emotional intimacy, excitement, connection, feeling understood. The mind doesn't say, you're lonely. It says, remember when you weren't. That contrast creates longing. Healing doesn't mean deleting the memory. It means fulfilling the need in healthier ways. Why memories feel stronger than reality? Reality requires effort. Memories don't. Memories don't reject you. Don't change. Don't argue. Don't disappoint again. They stay frozen at their most meaningful moment. Psychologically, this makes memories feel safer than uncertain present experiences. But safe doesn't mean real. When memory becomes emotional escapism, there's a difference between remembering and living inside memory. When memory becomes a place you escape to, avoid present pain, avoid new risks, avoid emotional vulnerability, the past becomes a shelter. But healing requires building safety now, not revisiting safety then. How to loosen the emotional grip of memories. You don't break free by fighting memory. You loosen it by acknowledging what it gave you, accepting what it couldn't sustain, separating the feeling from the person or situation. The brain releases memories when it learns this feeling can exist again, differently. The most important truth. Memories pull you back not because you're meant to return, but because something inside you is asking to be understood. Once the lesson is integrated, the pull softens. The memory stays. But the pain leaves. Message for you. You're not stuck in the past. You're processing it. And one day, that memory will come back. Not to pull you, but to remind you how deeply you can feel. That's not weakness. That's emotional depth. If this video helped you understand why memories keep pulling you back, subscribe to Master Mindology for deep psychology-based emotional insight and healing content.